Mini Jake, the tribe has spoken.
Fuck you, Kevin.
Aw, fuck you too, sweetie.
I'm JJ, one of the original Tribe of Nerds members. You can catch me on Marvel, Pokemon, and other gaming podcasts.
What up? It's Josh, resident superhero nerd, but I also dabble in the occasional super villain as well.
Some may know me as the Chaos Gremlin, but really I'm just Joe King.
Pikachu, use Volt Tackle! Good job, Pikachu!
On the Tribe of Nerds. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Tribe of Nerds. Kevin, Shane, Brandon, and I are here to talk about Survivor Micronesia Fans versus Favorites 1. A really great season, so I'm very excited to talk about it. So to start this off right off the bat, why did you guys want to discuss Survivor Micronesia?
I love this season. I mean, easily top 3. I think when I did my rankings, it might have been my number 1, if not number 2. And I'm a huge Parvati stan. I'm in love with Parvati. She is everything. Everything.
There are so many iconic moments from this season. Like, it's just a stick. I'm going to give individual immunity to Natalie. Like, there's so many moments that are just, like, live rent-free in my head at all times. Not to mention, oh my, like, these favorites are so good.
Yes.
They just, like, you know how sometimes we watch a season of Survivor with returning players and we're kind of like, yeah, like, what were these people doing here? Not the case here.
No.
They all deserved it. It was like, stacked. It's amazing.
Yeah, we'll get to that shortly, but I mean, it's a very big difference between Micronesia's favorites and Caramoans, which we'll get to later.
Yeah. Caramo and Defender, but like, it's not nearly as good.
Yeah.
Shane?
Yeah, I mean, Micronesia, for me, you can interchange it with Heroes and Villains as 1 and 2. I generally say Heroes and Villains is a little better, but Micronesia for 2 years was the best season of Survivor. And for me personally, like, I love the characters. I love the character moments. I love that this really establishes a lot of legacies, like Parvati, Cirie. I mean, Amanda's the first 2-time finalist. Like, crazy stuff happens. And I had watched Survivor from day 1, but like stopped in Africa and then picked it up at the end of China, and Micronesia solidified it. Like, if Micronesia was bad, I don't know that I would have continued with it, but Micronesia was just amazing. And when I first watched it, I didn't even know who most of the favorites were because I hadn't seen their season, and it was still amazing.
Yeah, and it's going to be fun, again, to talk about them here now that we've talked about them on their original seasons on this podcast. So,
and I'm pretty sure the sentiment at the time was like, these are the favorites? Like James and Amanda, yes, but like...
Ozzy, I feel like Ozzy was a huge favorite, too.
Probably, yeah.
So, Parvati, I think I've heard at the time was not, but...
I think Parvati was seemingly an odd choice. Penner was probably seemingly an odd choice. I think we were still in the era of like Johnny Fairplay was such a villain. How dare you bring him back? I think we were still kind of in that space. Like Eliza, like I think at the time we were not considering Eliza a favorite.
No. I think Amy at the time was maybe a little forgetable, but Yau-Man was pretty popular.
Yeah, Yau-Man was
really popular. James and Amanda, obviously. There's some questionable like favorite terminology. Like Cirie, obviously, always a favorite, but like, do they solidify their place as favorites?
Yes. 100%.
I think even like looking at the cast, because you could say like, okay, we missed out on some people that are favorites, like Terry, Ray, some of them, like Michelle Yee, even, or Shane Powers. And Rosenberg. But when I look at the cast, I'm like, considering that this is what CBS is going for, you can't really make that many changes to it. Like, everyone kind of has their spot and it works really well. Like, Parvati was definitely why is she here at the time? And that changed rapidly. Because I feel like with Parvati, you could replace her. I mean, Candace, I guess.
I was gonna say they love bringing back Candace Cody.
They love Candace.
Yeah. So I was just gonna get us, Shane, to All Stars 2. This was supposed to be All Stars 2, and some of those names that you brought up were definitely on the short list. Candace was on the short list. Terry, Shane, a lot of these people were. Kobe from Palau was also on that short list I'd seen.
I think
Twyla was too, yeah.
Justice for Twyla.
Yeah. I believe for some reason I've heard Jeff Wilson from Palau was on that list, and I don't know why.
I don't know about that, but
I've heard that.
An interesting choice, but okay.
But I mean, you never know, because Parvati was an interesting choice. Amber was an interesting choice in All Stars, and look what happened.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they also made Merge their first time. Coconut Boy Jeff Wilson didn't even make it to Merge. So
They should have brought back Dreams. It's a crime that Dreams never came back.
Dreams would have been good, I think. It just, unfortunately, people were upset at him in Fiji for the car deal because everybody loved Yau-Man. So.
Listen, let him do it all over again. Let him be a villain all over again by accident.
Yeah, I think Yau-Man even said in a pregame interview I watched from that season, he's like, I wish they would have brought back Dreams just to see what I would do to him. So.
This is also in the time though of reality TV where you had one African American male, one African American female,
This is true,
maybe one other Asian or Latino. So they're bringing back James, which now we would be we'll bring them both back. But at the time, they were only going to bring back one because there was a problem in the casting world in reality TV.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think. The only people of color were Ozzy, James, Cirie.
Yau-Man.
Yau-Man, yeah. And then I think Natalie Bolton, isn't she a person of color? I've heard, but
she's
of Latin descent in some way.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I've heard. So I mean, I guess 25%, which isn't great still. So, but yeah. Let's get into the season itself now that we've touched on All Stars 2. So we have our Malakal favorites that come out to surprise the IRI fans. You do have them going for this immunity idol in the ocean. I did want to bring that up because you have Yau-Man slamming Johnny Fairplay into the side of a boat immediately for this idol, and then he gets Kathy to find it on the ground. I think we need to mention Fairplay's injury here. So 2 weeks before they started filming, they were at an award show. Johnny Fairplay and Danny Bonaducci got up on stage, and Fairplay decided to jump on Danny Bonaducci, who then proceeded to throw him over his shoulder.
On his head. I've seen the clip. He hits his head, boom, into the ground.
So he broke his jaw. I mean, if you look in his confessionals here, you can tell his teeth are
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he lost teeth.
Yeah, so you can tell here, and that's why when Yau-Man shoves his head into the boat, that continues to cause pain. Fairplay's not able to bring pain meds to the island. Apparently, James was able to bring nicotine patches, supposedly, which is interesting.
Right.
So,
and, I've heard since too that people bring, I guess pain medication is because you're gonna be in pain, so maybe, but people bring heart medications, right? If you're on a daily medicine, they will let you have it. At least I've heard that's the case.
It's egregious that they wouldn't let him have painkillers. And it's because Jeff does not like him. I feel like if it was someone else, maybe they'd make a consideration. But the way Jeff treats Fairplay in this episode, where he's you're quitting. Jeff, you know what's going on. You're not, it's not he wants to see his kid. He's in a tremendous amount of pain.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, Jeff wants to see Fairplay fail in this season. So, anything else?
In Jeff's defense, a lot of people wanted to see Fairplay fail.
Well, that's right.
I wanted to see him succeed. Can I quickly tell the Fairplay story?
Let's see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I wasn't
season
on
16.
Pearl Islands.
This is 2008.
Yeah.
A lot of us wanted to see him fail.
Last year, I went to Over the Edge, and I met Fairplay, and I wanted to say hi to him all weekend, but he was always, like, surrounded by people. So I waited till a moment where he was, like, pretty much alone. And I went up to him, and he's pretty drunk, and I'm like, hey, man, I'm a really big fan. And he just goes, oh, no, like, size-wise, I can see that. And I'm like, damn, Fairplay just burned me. And I loved it. I was, like, loving that. And then the next day, I'm eating lunch, and he comes over, and before he leaves, he taps me on the shoulder, and he goes, hey, you're my biggest fan. It's like, oh, shit. It made me so happy. Like, he was being such an asshole, but it made me so happy. I'm Fairplay's biggest fan, clearly. I'm a Fairplay fan.
Yeah, when we got to talk to Fairplay in his interview for What If, Shane and I, like, I mean, he talked about as well, like, him smoking weed with Ozzy and Cirie before the game. And so, like, again, it is crazy. I'm glad we can, like, say the context for why he left, because watching it is crazy. Like, he's in such a great position, and then all of a sudden he just leaves.
He used to swing on his tribe, and they try to edit it that, like, he misses his son, or, like, his son's about to be born, so he has to go see his pregnant girlfriend. Like, he just wants to see his son. But no, like, Jeff knew the truth, that he was in a lot of pain, and he wanted everyone to vote him out. But yeah, he would have been the swing. And according to him, Parvati would have been the first boot.
Oh, yeah.
Would have changed Survivor forever. So a completely different world with Fairplay not going home in that spot. Like,
right. Yeah. Imagine where the 6, like, that group of 6 takes over that tribe. Oh, it's a completely different game. Oh!
Yeah. Then we get them to their camps. So basically, I wanted to address. So we get the Mikey B opening confessional. Shane loves this.
All-time great confessional. I loved it.
Yeah, Shane, do you want to say it?
Sure. I might be messing up the order, but we have Big Bird being Kathy, the Incredible Hulk, John Bon Jovi in his prime. Queer Eye for a Straight Guy. And I think there was another, and I'm missing it.
I think that I'm trying to remember if there's anybody else, but we should also mention then Kathy goes up to Chet and is like, "Are you gay?"
I've never had a homosexual friend before.
You're a homosexual, and he's like, "Yes." She's like, "I could tell," and it's like.
And then she talks about how she's never had a homosexual friend before. You'll be my first.
And he's like, you probably have. And I was like,
yeah.
You're there, Chet. You got
it. I mean, Kevin, if Kathy approached you and just did this, I mean, what would your reaction be?
I would just, like, push my rainbow hair out of the way and be like, you think so?
That's what I said to Kevin the first time we met.
You're a homosexual. I'd be like, oh my gosh, you're observant. Thank you. Thank you for noticing.
And then Kathy also points out Tracy's boobs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to go back to Mikey B, every time I see Mikey B on screen, I think this man looks like he was rejected from a boy band. Like, that's his whole vibe.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I never thought about that.
He does look that way, yeah.
But yeah, with Kathy, as cringe as it was, it's still kind of good to show, like, how different of people there are, like, in the country, and, like, this is a good representation of it. It's, like, cringe, of course, but, like, you're at least casting such a wide group of people here.
Okay, but, like, fast forward to Kathy having a mental breakdown, which casting should have caught ahead of time and been like, this lady is not going to do well on the island. They could have cast somebody who's as cringe, but wouldn't have had a mental breakdown.
To be fair, if we could talk about the rain, like, before they even leave the mats, it is downpouring. Like, this is one of the rainiest seasons they've ever had. This
is a pretty rough area, right? Like, because which beach was it? I think it's the Cirie beach.
Yeah.
They don't have a camp. They're just sleeping in a cave. Like,
the favorites that went to that beach were like, you can't even sit on the beach and enjoy the water here. Right. Like, this beach is terrible. So, like, it's raining. Like, there's in bathing suits getting rained on for hours.
Just downpoured, for days and days and days.
And, like, if they're on the beach where you can't even enjoy that you're on a tropical island, like, it's going to be rough.
I looked it up. It's like this and Cambodia are the 2 worst weather seasons.
Yeah. I would put Ko-Ron maybe in there because it has all the Medevacs. I mean, Caleb basically almost died. So.
Just in terms of I'm talking about just pure rain and
pure rain.
Like,
for sure. Yeah. And then Shane, we wanted to bring this up as well. The pregame 4. So this was Yau-Man, Amy, Eliza, and Penner. So this pregame alliance that Fairplay was going to be a part of for this first vote, and Cirie at that point, because Fairplay was going to swing Cirie over. So they do mention it in the episode, and I didn't notice till Shane pointed it out.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed it until this rewatch. So when we talked with Fairplay and we talked with Amy, they both mentioned this alliance that they formed. Or like, I think Fairplay even like went out to visit some of these people in person to solidify this pregame. But I think it's Amy that says this in the episode where it's like her, Penner, Eliza, and Yau-Man together. And she's like, let's work together starting now. And they all laugh at the like starting now part. So it's like a direct nod to the fact that it's a pregame, like a little Easter egg hidden in there.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that before.
I didn't either. So it is crazy to think about like the pregame in All-Star seasons. So, or returnee seasons.
Right. We're all in the online game community.
True.
You can't help it.
True.
Right? Like, especially like Amy and Eliza. And Eliza, we're on the same season. They're going to be friends. They're going to be, but all of them, they like go to events and they intermingle and they have each other's numbers and like, they're going to mention if they get
they know phone calls and going out and like, oh, did we get a phone call?
Hey,
like,
by the way, did you get a phone call about free dates during this time? Because I did, like, well, I did too. Well, what do you want to do about that? Like, I don't know. What do you want to do about that? Right? Like,
I enjoyed Fairplay's take on your podcast when he was like, yeah, Yau-Man like made an alliance with me and then didn't even talk to me on the island. So like, why am I going to stick with him? Like,
yeah, he said Yau-Man's social games.
Like he pre-gamed with me and then never spoke to me. Like,
I mean, in fairness to Yau-Man, he's a favorite from a season of all recruits. So like, probably didn't have the best like first game experience to understand the social part of it.
No, and I do think it definitely hurts him in being a target that Cirie can then use to get him out. But
Cirie was like, oh, he's going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll get there. Let's get to the first tribal council. Let's just skip to where Fairplay is voted out because we are going to do our first boot rankings here. But yeah, I mean, they basically talk about how they're not even sure that Fairplay is getting voted out. Like that's how confused they are. So
I mean, Yau-Man thinks it's like a trick that like Fairplay has something up his sleeve or an idol or something. And like I didn't like Jeff at Tribal being like Fairplay, always up to something. Like you can never trust him. Like I don't like when Jeff invests too much in Tribal and is just like telling them what they should think of players. Like I don't know, man. It's been years. Like maybe Fairplay is doing something else now.
Yeah, it is crazy because I mean I think Fairplay even like alluded to this of like how like you know Jeff and how production like treat him as this villain and just like because he is the villain on the show but they treat him as if he's a bad guy. So
I do love when Fairplay goes in for the hug and Jeff is just like okay.
Now granted I do understand that Jeff sometimes oversteps. However, in Jeff's defense, this is one of the biggest villains in like up to that point Survivor history, right? Like he made up the dead grandma lie. That had been like that. Nothing topped. No villainous behavior since then had topped that. So like he's still got a reputation.
Yeah. I think we forgot to mention Fairplay dressed like Jeff in the beginning.
So funny.
Yeah.
Such a troll. I love that behavior.
Yeah. It's so good. All right, let's get to our first boot rankings. The top 10, where they stand right now, it is Tina Wesson, Sonia Christopher, Chicken Morris, Wanda Shirk, Debbie in an Iraq shelter, Diane, Peter Harkey in his holes, Timbertina, John Raymond, the pastor, and Brooke Garati is our top 10 first boots in Survivor history so far. Where do you guys have Fairplay?
Really glad Ryan from Amazon didn't make that list. Hate that guy.
Yeah, he went way down, Brandon. So
I think Fairplay. I mean, Tina, I think was number 1 on my list. Fairplay had to be 2. I mean, like, I guess Rupert's also in that category of like first boots who like aren't really first boots. They're on a returnee season, or who went out winners at war first.
technically Amber, because Natalie came back in later.
So, yeah. I think they're in a category of their own, but I think Fairplay was like second for me. It might have even been first, to be honest with you.
I have Fairplay above Tina personally.
Yeah.
I have Fairplay at number 3 overall, and I have Tina at number 1.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I had Fairplay at 6. So I'd have to look at who else is above him. I know I had Tina. I'm pretty sure I had Tina number 1, but I feel like I'd have to look at who the other first boots are, but I'm pretty sure they're all probably in that returnee category. Right. So I think Fairplay should be high as a first boot. And luckily for us, he is the new number 3. He is below Sonia and above Chicken. So
that makes sense.
Below Sonia and Chicken.
he's above Chicken. Well, no, it makes sense. Like Tina is Tina, right? Yeah. Everyone loves Tina. And then like she's probably going to be real high on the Fallen Angels list too. So like it's Tina, and then Sonia is the first. So she's
sure.
Like she's obviously going to get like that. I don't want to say bias because that has such a negative connotation, but she's gonna have that bias of like she's
a man named Chicken right behind Fairplay.
so I can see those two being above her or being above him.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of tricky because like everyone has a different criteria. Like I was kind of trying to rank them based on their potential to be a good game player and like what went wrong, but also I'm sure people are ranking them based on character because that's why like Chicken is so high, Wanda is so high because his characters like great characters. I remember them and I don't remember others, but terrible game players.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can have 100 seasons and Wanda will always be like, you know.
Wanda's always going out within the first like 3 episodes.
Yeah, absolutely. We love you, Wanda. Come on the show.
She's a lovely person.
She's a beautiful singer. Okay.
Yes. Someday maybe we can get her singing.
Wanda, your podcast will blow up.
Listen, I would love to be like out in the woods, like half finished tent, and Wanda just like singing us all a song to feel better. That'd be great. But then we're gonna have to vote somebody out. And you know what? It's gonna be Wanda.
Now that I think about it, it's very possible I put Francesca as the number 1 first. She did it twice.
Oh yeah.
Francesca's very high on my list.
It's for being so iconic.
Same. I'll have to look up after this where Francesca is because I actually think I might have put her above.
Francesca.
Yes.
Francesca.
Eventually. All right. So we'll move on. So we do have the couples alliances that now come into play. So we have Amanda and Ozzy and James and Parvati. And then Mary and Mikey B on the fans. So like there's a lot of people that are hooking up on this season. I mean, it's a cast of very beautiful people. So.
And according to Natalie at Final Tribal Council, Parvati was also flirting up with her real hard. So
yeah, we'll get there. And
this
how
is a very
funny
flirty cast in general. So I say go for it. Yeah, it's crazy to think because in the next fans versus favorites, we similarly get a foursome on the fans tribe this time, and they just get taken out. Boom, 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 boom. Right, like not right away, but like they get.
Two of them do,
yeah. They get boom. Like the other 6 are like, we're not gonna let 2 couples take over. So it's crazy to see in this. It just worked.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Well, it worked for the favorite side. The fan side ended the same way as the fan side ends later in Caramo. And
listen, because Mikey B was the only man on the favorites tribe that was not an idiot. Like literally, he is perfectly explaining. Okay, here's the thing: we can't vote out Kathy. She has the idol. It's only good for this round.
Yeah.
She might have found the other one. We don't know. So we need to split the vote. There's 7 of us. There's 3 of them. We need to split the vote. We're going to vote out Chet. But just in case, we need to put votes on Tracy too to make sure that one of us doesn't go. And Joel is so dumb. Like they call him Truck And I think that's because he's as smart as a truck, right?
Yeah,
Like a caricature of a human being, Joel.
He's
like,
just like,
Joel is terrible.
that Mikey B, he just wants us all to be doing what he says. And I'm not going to do what he says. I don't have to. And I'm like, listen, bro, I get it. I have a problem with authority too. But like, he's right. And you're just too dumb to understand it.
I've played so many games with people like that. Where just like, I know what you're saying is correct, but because you're saying it and I want to be in charge, we got to do something else. And I'm like,
it's not even want to be. His whole thing is, he just wants us to do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do what he wants just because he's not going to boss me around. And I'm like,
yeah,
he's not bossing you around. He is presenting the smartest, best strategy for all of you. And,
It bothers me how Mikey B gets taken out right away. Like, I feel like he could have been a really good player.
Oh, for sure. Like, he had a lot of potential.
He's the only fan with a male with a brain. You've got Chet. They show Chet multiple times just like standing in the water, just looking at the water. Because that man is a corpse. He's a walking corpse. There's nothing left. You've got Jason, who thinks the stick is an idol. You've got Erik, who gives up the immunity when he knows it. Like, how did you not know? And you've got Joel, who just is too dumb to understand basic math. It's within 10. It is single digits, my friend, and he doesn't get it. So you've got 4 idiot male fans, and then you've got Mikey B.
I'm thinking about Caramoan, and they really just cast idiots for the fans.
Yes,
idiot men.
Yeah, they really do, because I think they want the women.
Well, they want to showcase their favorites. Like,
yeah. Geez, yeah. So Mary is gonna get blindsided, and the meme is that nobody knows who Mary is. She was just a beautiful woman that just got blindsided out of nowhere.
There was a Mary on this season. I watched this season a couple months ago. I genuinely have no recollection.
But an interesting thing here is Mary gets voted out, and then another woman doesn't get voted out until Tracy. Like,
that is true.
Yeah.
The men this season are just like boom, 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 boom. Bye.
Yeah, they really are.
Pick out Mary just to weaken Mikey B, but they're like, we don't want to vote him out because we need to win challenges, but we want to weaken him.
Yeah, so this is the beginning, or I think it's happened before, but this is really what I can remember as they keep taking out a woman to weaken a man right away. Like, I don't know, like it's kind of just a weird strategy. Like, why not just, like, if you really think the guy's gonna help you in challenges, like, I don't know, it's very, very odd, because like the woman just gets the raw end of the stick.
Yep.
So
Poor Mary. Justice for Mary.
Yeah, justice for Mary.
And like, she teamed up with the one guy on her tribe who had a brain, and she gets punished for it. Rude.
Yeah. I don't know. She just. I actually think, as like, besides the memes, I don't think Mary was that bad of a player either. Again, she just got screwed because people were dumb. So.
Because Joel's dumb.
Yeah, Joel's dumb. Let's talk about Exile Island. So we get 2 people going there for the first time.
1 person from each tribe.
Yeah.
And then the torture that is that idol hunt, because it's just go back and forth.
Yeah.
Like,
poor Kathy, they just keep sending her there, and she does not care enough to look for the idol. And like, people are finding clues already found. She's just like, okay, yeah, let's go look for the idol. Yep, whatever you want to do, I got you. Let's go on a hunt.
And like, they have to just keep like going through like chest deep water, because they can walk through it, right? Like, they don't have to swim, they're not going to drown. But like, imagine walking for hours at a time through chest deep water, like long distances, just to find another little sign that says, go back to the last place you were. Like, I would be throwing things. I'd still be doing it, but I'd be throwing things.
Yeah. I like this twist for Exile. I think it really mixes things up. I know we're gonna obviously see it again in Token Teens later. So, which I think that's what these 2 seasons do right with Exile Island. So
yeah, I think it was a really good opportunity to have like cross-tribal alliances, and they're probably going for that, and it just didn't happen.
It happens a lot more in token teams.
Yeah. Like, you would have expected it here because these players, mostly on the favorites tribe, are like so good strategically innovative. They do that, but no.
I'm pretty sure up until the swap, they said Kathy every single time.
Yes,
Until
they
Kathy
did.
left.
Three in a row. Just send Kathy.
Kathy don't give a shit. Like she ain't there to mingle. She just wants to go home.
Yeah. Oh my god. So then let's skip ahead to now. This is where Cirie is gonna go on her witch hunt against Yau-Man, and
I have a good analogy for this one, and I actually stole it from something Kevin you said in a different context, so I can't take full credit. But like, Cirie is so like gung ho on Yau-Man here. It's like she's Lord Farquaad, like barking out orders, and nobody else is
Some
gonna.
of you may die. That is a risk I am willing to take. Yeah, that tracks.
Amazing. Thank you for
What's weird
that.
about the favorites is that like they're just talking strategy in front of each other. Like both alliances are just like mingling while they talk strategy. Like Amy is in all these conversations where like she's in both alliances, kind of like it's weird.
yeah, it's wild, like how much strategy is going on, and then Cirie's just like basically telling people you need to vote Yau-Man, and then just like,
And it's all just super public. Like
and like James and Ozzy are like trying to argue with her that they don't want to vote Yau-Man out, but then they do it anyway because Cirie's just like, you better do this.
Right. Well, because Cirie is like, listen, if you want me to vote with you, you're voting for Ozzy or you're voting for Yau-Man, and that's just the way it is. And if you want to have the numbers, that's what you got to do. And
she took over the Fairplay swing spot. Like Fairplay leaving was so good for her game.
Well, because she would have been stuck with the other group of four who had a pre-game alliance, and she would have been an extra to that. So,
I think that kind of goes with her decision as she realizes that they're a pre-game alliance. So she realizes she's probably better with this couple, and realizes that Parvati for sure is not going to want to go to the end with James. Amanda's probably not going to want to go to the end with Ozzy. So
I was about to say you have much better shields with them.
Yeah.
Well, and they would say later, like, that the three of them had an alliance, like they had an agreement from very early on. So like the three of them were always working together. So
yeah, it was in this episode where they have the scene where the three of them are on the boat and their alliance, and it's kind of like, we know these guys are gonna beat us if we take them too far, so let's use them to a certain extent. But then the three of us are the core,
right?
So it's like puts Cirie in this really good spot, and as a testament to her game too, the fact that like, at least in the edit, when she's barking out like, we're voting Yau-Man and that's all I'm doing, nobody was like, let's just turn it on Cirie and vote her, because she's weak in challenges too, and now she's being like very selfish and wanting her way. So it's like, why wouldn't you just vote her out? But she must have ingrained herself socially in with them so well to protect herself, and it's even more impressive looking at her game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and she gets one of only 2 votes across the season because Amy throws her vote on her, which I think Amy made her first big mistake here by voting Cirie at this point.
But I love Petty so much, so I do love it. She's like, you really messed with me, Cirie, and I'm mad at you, so I'm giving you a vote. And you know what? It might bite me in the ass later, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm mad. Like, I love Petty.
Yep. And Penner being like, when he votes for Parvati, Cirie's played you like a fiddle, and I'm sorry for you. Penner being so mad is great. So then let's get to the Mikey B vote, because this is interesting. So I'd heard about this, but I hadn't heard about the specifics, and Shane, you researched it. And
because I had the Wikipedia pulled up during my rewatch, as I usually do, and then I'm looking at it, and I'm not at Tribal yet, and it's like, oh yeah, there's a tie. I'm like, I don't remember there being a tie. Maybe I just don't remember this. And then supposedly, like, this vote went to a tie, and the edit just completely didn't show it. So it was 4 votes on Mikey B, 4 votes on Chet, and then good old Joel voted Jason. And the rumor that I read was that he thought in a tie it would go to a fire making challenge. It's like, okay, maybe that's a good assumption, but why would you want a fire making challenge when you want Mikey B out of the game and it's Mikey B and Chet? Like, Chet's not winning a fire making challenge.
No.
Because Joel is dumb.
Can we also talk about Joel gets so played by Tracy here anyway? Like, Tracy comes up, strokes Joel's ego, is like, "You've been wanting Mike out forever," and she's like, "Why are you following him like a herd of cows?" And like, then you get the moo. Like, it's so good.
I love Tracy as a player, but like, curses on you, Tracy, for forcing us to have Chet dragged through the game for an extra few weeks.
Yes,
because he was your little pawn. Ugh.
I forgot about Tracy, and she's a really good player, and like she has a lot of the edit in the pre-merge. Like
Tracy and Natalie are like the 2 best, I think, like the 2 best fans. Tracy and Natalie, like
no, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Tracy mostly gets swap screwed. Like
yeah, she really does. She gets swap screwed, and the fact that Chet basically is going to get Medevacs and quit the game. So, which if you didn't know, he literally, I mean, they tell you on the show he's like a piece of coral in his foot, and he literally was going to get Medevac, but he told production that he didn't want to be a quitter. So they let them go to tribal. So, we have a few more Chat moments to talk about. But
yeah, we do.
Oh yeah, one of the other iconic moments, like I hit my head back there. I know, I don't care. I know.
It's so good. It's like the Odd Couple. You have Joel who's like the big strong oaf, and then you have Chet.
I would like this is in the air. Like the first season I could have been on was Cook Islands, so I could have been on this as a fan, hence my name. And I would have been in Chet's spot. And Joel would not have been dragging me around and beating my head against the sticks in that challenge. Like,
yeah, just to paint the picture, this is the challenge where right after the swap, Joel is carrying Chet like a rag doll just through wooden beams and obstacles. Like everyone else is like dodging through the obstacle course. Joel just carries Chet through all these wooden beams. Like it's
drags him. Literally, they're
ingrained in my mind. Like of anything from this season, that's what I remembered was Chet hitting his head on everything, and then I hit my head. Yeah, I don't care. Like,
I don't care. Followed by Chet saying, "I know."
Oh, it makes the end of the 5th episode so much more satisfying, which we'll get to in a moment. But I did want to touch on the immunity challenge, and one of my favorite quotes of the season is from Jonathan Penner, and they can't break the tiles. And we, of course, get Penner shit-talking to Jeff Probst, and the quote is, "I mean my ass."
Excuse me?
So good because it was so random and doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And it came from Penner.
Yeah. Penner's shit talking, he did it in the challenge where Yau-Man goes home as well, where he's shit talking all the fans when they go up to shoot baskets, and it's so funny.
Yeah. When they're throwing the coconuts and he's just giving and like it's just motivating them to make these shots better, Penner, and you're holding the bag.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
I love Penner. He's one of my favorite players of all time.
Yeah,
and I forgot how little he's actually on the season. Like how short his tenure is.
He's such a good character. He's one of the best characters in Survivor history, in my opinion. And like for his six episodes here, like he makes the most of them.
He does.
So yeah, then let's get to the most satisfying moment so far, and we get to see Dum Dum Joel get blindsided over Chet, and it is the funniest thing ever because Joel is so shocked that they would keep Chet over him.
It's so satisfying because he's so dumb.
Yeah.
And as much as Chet is just like taking up space on the island and adding nothing, it is really satisfying, like to see him like defeat his bully.
Yes.
So it's a nice little touch.
Yeah, and like Joel's expecting Tracy to also vote against him, so he like looks over, smirks, and then as soon as the third Joel vote comes up, he's just like shocked.
Yeah, and I think this is more of like magic gameplay from Cirie because she helped steer this vote. And it's even funnier because you can tell Joel probably is just so confident because earlier in the episode he's like standing out there with Ozzy, like they're the two leaders and big men in the tribe, and he's like, I'll give you Chet if you take out Cirie. Like, let's negotiate with these weak players. And then he gets taken out.
Yeah. It's so good because Cirie realizes that she's like, I know that I'm being viewed as one of the weaker players, so if Chet goes, then I might get sacrificed next.
Yep.
So, amazing gameplay.
Yeah, change that narrative, Cirie. Good job.
Like, it's so good, and then Chet can just get sacrificed anyway, and I'm fine. So...
I can't believe Chet stepped on Coral because my memory of Chet is him just standing in the water and looking down. It's like, how did you not see the coral and avoid it? Like, what?
I don't know. I honestly would have thought that Chet would have broken something after Joel just dragged him through the course, but that's not how he got basically Medevacs. So, as opposed to what happens with Penner here, and unfortunately we do lose him to the...
That challenge... I am not surprised we have not seen that challenge again. Because, like, they're so injured.
Yes. Amy tweaks her knee, Parvati bruises her lip, like...
Parvati's lip is huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're running through a wooden obstacle course, like ducking on. Like, what do you think is going to happen while they're tied together? Like,
yeah.
Chet should have died. Amy hurts her knee. Like, how does this happen? Like, terrible challenge.
Yeah.
Well, terrible for them, fun for me. So
fair.
True. And then really the only, I mean, Kathy gets medevac, basically 2 mental health medevac. We should address that.
Someone did say that she was threatening to like hurt herself so that she would be medevac if she didn't, which I didn't see in the episode, but like she was like, I will cut my finger off just so that you have to remove me. And they were like, okay, so we're just going to remove you then.
Again, like, to be fair, Kathy was a bit of a nut bar, but it downpoured for days straight. Like, they could not get dry. Like, I understand a little bit where she hit her breaking point. Like,
I understand that. However, it's the same thing to me with many of the 46 cast. I'm not on 46. I'm not going to talk about 46 a lot because I don't want to deal with the 46 defenders who may or may not be here. Your opinions, and I don't want to hear your opinions.
You want to do this now, Kevin? You want to do this right now, Kevin?
Let's hold it.
However, just like they should have caught that some of the people there should never have been on the island in the first place, they should have caught that Kathy should have never been there in the first place.
Yeah.
Same thing
Fans
with
versus favorites 3. Q is every favorite. Done. Clocked it. Ready to go. Ready to roll.
We're already gonna have to watch him on
no notes.
So back to Kathy, like supposedly what I read is that before the season she just like quit her medication cold turkey. I think
that tracks.
I've heard that. Yeah.
I don't know if it's like they wouldn't allow her to have it. Like she thought she couldn't have it there. Like I don't know what the deal is, but
she seemed like a sweet woman. But yeah, she was a nut bar.
Oh, she's done
nut
a lot
bar with extra almonds. Like
she's done a lot with. I know she's like been with Survival Challenge, like that LRG. Like she's done a lot with them. Like she is a very big Survivor fan. She is still involved with the Survivor fan community. Like she is a lovely person. But probably should have never been cast.
Fair.
Yeah. And then the only other note in the pre-merge is Amy does try to flip with the fans. Whether she was actually going to do it, I don't know if Amy actually told Shane if she was actually going to flip with the fans.
I 100% believe she would have done it. But then you had Erik, who is just like Ozzy's #1 fan. Like, we have to protect Ozzy. And I'm like, you really don't have to, Erik. You really don't have to.
It's really funny when Cirie's talking about them together and she's like, Stardust comes out of Erik's mouth every time he sees Ozzy, or like he's like the Lion King.
With his big dumb lion mane hair, just like, gotta protect Ozzy. And I'm like, this man doesn't need protection.
I mean, I just feel bad for Erik that Ozzy never made out with him. Like, clearly that's what he wanted, and it just never happened.
God.
I think he just wants like a picture of the two of them framed on Ozzy's wall. I don't even think he wants anything. I think he just wants Ozzy to acknowledge him.
It's the same with Jason. I mean, Jason and Erik are pretty similar in that way. Jason literally goes all
Jason
season
also
talking
has
with
big.
Ozzy.
Can we take a second to appreciate the big dumb hair of a lot of the fan males?
Yeah.
You've got Joel. You've got Jason. You've got Erik. Like you've got several pounds of unnecessary hair on all three of them. Like,
yeah, and this is after Ozzy's haircut, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Because this is the shortest.
Ozzy
Ozzy's
didn't
hair
even
is.
have like that long of hair in Cook Islands. Like here, Jeff's like, oh yeah, he has a lot less hair. I'm like, not compared to South Pacific.
Well, yeah, not compared to that. I mean, Cook Islands.
not compared to 50.
Yeah. Ozzy's gonna look. I mean, he's gonna have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't hate on. I realize
Listen,
that
I love
I'm
my
in a
hair.
bit of a like pot calling the kettle black, talking about like big dumb hair. But like, this is intentional, like political statement. Theirs is just like, I think that's cool.
Yeah, but anyway, going back to what started this, I think Amy, like, it seemed like she wanted to flip, and she probably should have flipped. Like, I think that was the correct decision.
She
got
If
screwed.
not,
Like, Erik didn't go with her, and now she, is the one who tried to flip and wasn't able to.
Right, and Erik, because he's such a like, I want Ozzy to be my friend. Is like, not only am I going to be loyal to Ozzy, but Amy won't be. And they're like, oh, cool. He's going to rat on people too? Perfect. Let's keep him.
Yeah. Also, I'm still surprised like that tribe lost so much because they had so much physical strength. Like if they didn't lose so much, Amy's in the merge.
Yeah.
Is this the challenge they lost when the other team just broke the challenge with the pole where they all just stood on it?
That didn't happen too.
Yeah, because James literally just carried it.
Yeah, where you were supposed to step across two poles to get to the other side, and instead they just stood on it and carried it across. And I think that challenge came back eventually.
It did eventually.
It has come back, but yeah, it's like, and they don't even have that option, right? Like they're trying and it's not working, right? They can't do it, and James is just like, huh.
Yeah, and then I believe Eliza gets like the puzzles and the other challenges, and then Jason and Eliza, I guess, do better at like the last challenge before the merge that Amy goes.
I mean,
and Erik,
at least Jason's good at puzzles, so maybe he's not a complete idiot.
yeah, and Erik breaks his ribs on like, that challenge too.
Oh
my god. Yeah, I was watching that with my roommate, and we watched Erik hit that, and we're like, oh my, like, that is one of the hardest hits we've seen. Yeah. Like, that is rough. They really did not care about their safety this season. They just wanted high impact. Like,
Yeah, it makes sense. So
also, Erik was an idiot for he tried to jump across a challenge he should have ran across, and just came short.
But he did successfully jump across it like 3 times.
Yeah.
That was one of the challenges that, like, in All Stars, I think it was All Stars, where they realized, like, oh, this one person is able to do this really quickly.
Boston Rob,
Boston Rob is able to do this really quickly, so we should they would just like get on the course and jump down to let him keep going. That's what they should have been doing, and instead, because they didn't, they lost the challenge.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
All right. Well, let's get to the post-merge now. We've talked through the pre-merge. Obviously, we did get the setup of Jason finding Ozzy's stick idol, the fucking stick. And so let's get to that right now. We do have the merge tribe name as well. Erik names the merge tribe Dabu, which he claims is Micronesian for good, which is not the case. Erik obviously has gone far with Dabu. He has Dabu doodles. So, I mean, good on Erik. So
I guess that's something smart he's done in life. Whatever. My favorite part of the reveal of the stick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Is Jason, like, real slick, real sly, is like, here you go. It's in your bag. Shh, don't tell anybody. And so she opens it up, and she looks at it, and she's like, why are you bothering me? Like, why is he fucking with me like this? This isn't the idol. Like, she is pissed at him. And so, like, yes, it's just a fucking stick, but, like, it's the whole thing. And she's like, this man he's trying to fuck with me because this is obviously not. And Jason is so stunned the entire time. He's like, what do you mean? It has to be. What do you mean? It has a face on it.
Oh my god. Jason is have you guys listened to the evolution of strategy for RHAP where they called Jason Prince Siska? Because Jason is also like, he goes into that one tribal where Mikey B goes and he like stops Jeff, is like, we have lost too many challenges. I demand we all keep our strength, and then it doesn't work because nobody likes Jason.
I'm sure he's a fantastic gymnast coach, right? Like he looks like he has a very like gymnast build. He's probably very good at helping other people be gymnasts. And that's where my mother said, if I don't have anything nice to say, not to say anything at all. So I'm going to stop right there because that's as much nice as I got to say.
I have a lot of nice things to say about. Oh, well, you're talking about Jason. No, I have nothing about Jason. I like Erik Reichenbach, actually. I lost track of what I was talking about. But no, because the merge episode, like what really struck me is that, the two tribes come back together. And Parvati goes to Amanda. She's like, listen, I got this, gang together. We got Alexis. We got Natalie. We got Cirie. Like, we're going to make some moves. And Amanda's like, but what about James and Ozzy? Like, let's stick with the boys. And Parvati's like, nah, like, we can do. And, like, Amanda really does not want to be in the Black Widow Brigade. Like,
it is. So when we were watching it live in 2008, Amanda was I went into that final tribal council completely, expecting an Amanda landslide, right? Like maybe Parvati gets 2 votes, right? Like I'm expecting, so watching it then, I only see Amanda's good gameplay, but watching it back knowing Parvati's gonna win and see Parvati basically sets up that whole merge tribe.
Yeah.
That
it's Natalie and Alexis.
She is always gonna be protected. I'm like, damn, she really is that good. Amanda's also really good. And Amanda plays even better than last time.
Yeah.
Parvati's really good.
But she won't let go of Ozzy. Like, even when they get rid of Ozzy, they have to blindside Amanda, too. Because, she just will not let it go.
Right. Yeah.
Right, because... Well, she expects... Because Parvati made the alliance with the girls without Amanda. So, Amanda's not bought into that group. So, Amanda's group, her alliance that she's working with is James, Ozzy, and Parvati. And... that's a pretty safe group for her to make it to Final 3, which is what they're all planning on. Because they're planning on if James doesn't get Medevacs, it is a Final 3. Cirie probably wins, but whatever. So that's her group, and then if that doesn't work out, she's also got Cirie there, right? Amanda with just working with the favorites is sitting very pretty, and Parvati is like, nah, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then the merge. Keep going.
No, I was gonna say. So I get Amanda not wanting
dragging her feet.
Yeah.
It's just I remember the Black Widow Brigade being this unit that struck and made all these moves, and it didn't start as a unit. Amanda really was brought into it begrudgingly as Ozzy is voted out and then James is Medevac, and she's just okay, I guess I'm working with the women now.
Yeah. Well, and she's jealous of Alexis the whole merge episode. She's jealous that Alexis is sleeping with Ozzy. She's I can't believe that Alexis is trying to take Ozzy from me.
Yeah, I think she had that jealousy, and then that coupled with the fact that Parvati brought in Natalie and Alexis without Amanda knowing. Amanda's all right, I hate Alexis even more, even though Parvati did that.
Yeah. And then we have the merge challenge where they have to keep their hand up with the water jug, right?
No, it's the last gasp.
Oh, that's the next episode. Sorry.
This is where Jason shockingly beats Ozzy at this challenge. And Jason has been wanting to beat Ozzy all season.
Because Jason's brain needs less oxygen to function than Ozzy's.
We're never gonna get Jason Siska on the show.
I'm sorry. I say, Jason, I'm very sorry. This is like me being Minnie Thomas. I'm very sorry. I promise I'm a nice person. I just like to say funny, outrageous things on the internet. You're probably a wonderful person. I'm very sorry.
We're never going to find him anyway, but you might need to apologize to Erik.
I'm okay with Erik. Shit on Jason. I feel like Jason has to come. I feel bad for Erik. I have a soft spot in my heart for Erik. He's just a sweet baby boy. He's just a sweet baby boy.
Yeah, I honestly like Erik, but we'll talk about him more later. But yes, so back to the fucking stick. So I did want to bring up, I love how Eliza also storms to Jason. You see her storming through the camp. It's so good.
There's the shot of her going across the entire camp, just walking past everybody sitting in the shelter, and she is on a mission. She is how dare you? It's so good. The whole setup for that whole conversation is great. For the moment of, it's a fucking stick.
Yes. It's so fun. We get to the tribal, and we get Parvati's calling out Eliza. Alexis is talking about how basically Eliza is already being voted out of this game. And so, like, it's really, really funny. And so Eliza becomes our first juror, and thank God, because Eliza is an amazing jury member.
Listen, I respect Eliza because she tried to play the stick. Did it work? No, but she tried. Last weekend in LRG, I tried to play a beer bottle I found in the woods. You got to try, okay? You got to try.
And she purpose to out to everyone that was the fake one. So like she didn't just say it. She was like, okay, here's the thing that was found. That's not the idol. That means Ozzy has it. Like, so.
And Ozzy's stupid because then he like openly admits he found it instead of being like, oh, I don't know, like I could. Like he very much is like, ha, I gotcha. Like,
yeah, we
shout out to Eliza. I follow Eliza.
Oh, I love her.
Survivors that I actually follow on social media. She's amazing.
She's an idol.
Yeah. She's a lawyer in New York City. She's a public defender. She is like constantly giving like informational updates on what's going on in the world. Love Eliza.
Yeah.
And she liked Jason. She was working with Jason, so there must be something good about Jason. I just didn't see, so I apologize.
And she incredibly iconic. Like both seasons she played. Yes, so iconic.
Yeah, I think I'm good with this being the end of Eliza's survivor journey because I think she did. I think like her amazing jury reactions were enough to conclude.
I was about to say you get all her jury reactions too.
Yeah. So. But yes, so I did want to mention also Ozzy has the great quote to Jeff, which is also stupid at the time, but it's really funny, where he's like, oh, come on, Jeff, that took hours to make.
Right.
Oh, it's so funny.
It is stupid to be so cocky, but like, it is funny.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so Eliza's gone. So now we get to one of the greatest episodes in Survivor history. I mean, it's really banner after banner at this point, but this is the Ozzy.
This merge is so good.
Yeah,
because a few of those fans needed to get out of the way so we could we could have this amazing merge. It's so good.
Yes. So to get into it, so I mean, basically the girls are basically between Jason and Ozzy. So we do get the next individual immunity challenge. This is the one where it's your arm above your head, and this is where Parvati gets Jason to like believe in everybody promising.
It comes down to Jason and what? Alexis or Natalie? Oh, and Parvati.
Yeah,
and then I think it's Natalie from the stands is like, listen, none of us will vote you out. Like, as long as you get us all gummy worms, like we're all gonna promise we won't vote you out. And Jason's like, really? And behind their backs, they're like,
it's so funny.
And Jason, by all accounts, should have gone home that night.
Yes.
And the fact that he gives up immunity to give everyone gummy worms, like, really? Like,
Cirie, that to me is such a moment of Cirie knowing she's on TV because she is like, oh, there's a camera behind me. I cross my fingers behind my back. It's
That's why we could shit on Jason because there is no logic to that.
The thing is it works because Jason doesn't get voted out.
That's not why it worked.
I mean, that's not why
it works. They're taking out Ozzy, but
it worked because Cirie has some magic to get.
It worked because it made it very convincing that Jason's an idiot, and they're like, we have to vote him out now because he's so stupid, which was a great cover to vote out Ozzy. Like,
Yeah, and like Jason is even dumber because he's like, oh, so you mean if you all guarantee, then I won't go home, I'll drop. So just everyone say you guarantee. And they're like, I guarantee. And he's like, you didn't say the word. And then they all say it. And then he's like, all right, I believe you.
Yeah. I don't know. It's Prince Siska at his finest.
And everybody got candy after. What a day.
Hey, he had to get his kingdom candy. Like, that's why it was...
I feel like that's the last thing you want in a jungle is just like pure sugar.
Oh,
like,
100%.
Oh no, I want the pure sugar. I live off of that. It's one of my basic food groups. No, like, but like you listen. I'm on the island. I haven't eaten in 20-something days, and it's down to me and one other person. It's just two of us, and like my brain is so empty that I don't feel pain. I'm not giving up immunity.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm not either. All right, so the Black Widow Brigade comes in full force, and they plan Ozzy's downfall. And we're gonna get to tribal. And I love how Jeff reads these votes. This is one of the best vote reads in Survivor history. So Ozzy's not gonna play his idol. And so it starts off, it's 1-1, and then Jason gets 3 more votes. So it's 4 Jason, 1 Ozzy, and then just the shower of Ozzy votes.
Ozzy, and then blindside Amanda, they blindside Erik, like
blindside James. Yeah, and Eliza's jury reaction is iconic, where her mouth is super shocked. Yeah, it's so good. Ozzy is obviously very pissed. I mean,
he's such a child. Like, he acts like it was stolen from him. Like, this was his season. He was gonna win this season. Like, no one else was gonna take his. And like,
he did. He thought like he and Amanda both thought it was gonna come down to the 5 of them, right? And so he thought Cirie goes at that point. They only have to go to a final. They only have to go to a final 3. He's probably gonna win the final challenge, and if not him, Amanda, and then he's set to go to the end because Amanda's not going to vote him out at that point, right? So, like, he thinks he's got it made, and he's just like blindly, triumphantly already marching to the final, and Cirie is like, absolutely not, and Parvati is like, absolutely not.
Yeah. It's Parvati and Cirie just making this happen, and it's an amazing move. And so, yeah, Ozzy basically saying, I pretty much hate all of you right now who just voted me. He's going to end up in the next episode. He's going to come onto the jury bench, and he's literally going to flip them all off. I'm pretty confident.
Yeah. I mean, I understand the frustration of, like, thinking you have the season 1 and then it's you're taken out. Sure, it's frustrating, but it is very, from us watching perspective, like, bro, get over yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yep. Yeah,
he comes back in the future. He'll be back in a future.
He'll be a child again.
You're fine, Ozzy. You're still beloved. You're still gonna have more chances. You're still
gonna be on Survivor 50 for some reason, like for the 5th time.
You'll be on Survivor 50 and block us from getting Amanda Kimmel.
I feel like I'm shitting on Ozzy. Don't get me wrong, like. Season 13 Ozzy, he was like this young guy. He was good at challenges. He was cool. But then, like, it's the same thing every time. He's just a cool guy who wins challenges. Like, I've seen what I need to see of Ozzy. I've had enough. God damn.
Yeah.
And then he gets pissed when he gets voted out. Like, great. Thank you. Cool.
Agreed.
Although I did buy him a drink at OTE and he called me the man. So you know what? Me and Ozzy are cool. Never mind. I like him.
I loved meeting him for sure. So I have nothing bad to say about Ozzy except I agree that he should.
I like Ozzy. He's a fun character, a strategic mastermind. He is not, and he's in a merge tribe with a few strategic masterminds. So
agreed. Agreed. He shouldn't be back for a 5th time. I do agree with that, and like I do think we get a lot of the same game from him every single time. So, but yeah, so we get to the next episode. Prince Siska is cheering that he beat his idol Ozzy. So, so this is now going to be the downfall of Prince Siska, and so
like an epic downfall because you'd be like, okay, you make this dumb deal, you somehow don't get voted out. And you blow it so badly, especially
he has the idol. He has it.
It's so bad. Okay, so let's start.
Props to him though, because kind of that's his second idol that he found, and found them both on his first try. Now the first one turns out it wasn't the actual idol, but like he found all the clues. So like I have been shitting on Jason a little bit. Clearly, he's good at puzzles.
No, continue shitting on him. He survived the last vote by 1 vote, and now you're like, no, I think I'm going to keep my idol, though. I think I'm good now. Like,
right.
Just barely survived by the skin of my teeth, but this time, I got a feeling. Like, we're okay.
Well, he thought a stick was an immunity. Like, what?
Yeah.
Right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine because it's a good, fun move for us to watch.
Yeah.
But also, like, the fact that he technically found 2 idols, just play your idol because you'll probably find another one.
Play the idol.
I mean, unless they're worried it's going to be back on Exile and he has to get sent there. But Natalie
but like,
made what I consider a dumb move in sending Jason because, like, they all were against Jason, and she's like, "Oh, who can I send to Exile? Let me send Jason."
Yeah, here's the thing. So this is Natalie Bolton's breakout episode. So it starts where she sends Jason to Exile. I do think Natalie Bolton's a great player. Obviously, she's a huge part of why some of these moves work. But I do think she was setting herself up for 4th place.
Yeah.
So, That's my issue.
I would assume that her thought process was, I'm going to stick with the girls. I'm going to vote with the girls. But if Jason finds the idol and plays the idol, he takes one of them out, and that makes my road a little bit easier, right?
Like losing finalist. I don't think Natalie wins this game.
So here's the thing. When I played my LRG and we were rookies versus vets, right? Whenever you have like a returning player versus new player, the returning players are always going to have an advantage. Yes. The only way Natalie or Alexis or Jason or any of those like final fans have a chance is with each other, right? Like none of them are beating any.
And
of
the jury is stacked with the favorites,
right? So like Natalie's probably never going to win this season anyway, though she is. Like I said, her and Tracy, I think, are the two best fan players.
Yeah, I will agree with that. So we do get the auction. Jason does find this idol now, and then basically a plan is concocted that they are when Jason gets back to camp, they realize they find he has it, and they're gonna make this plan to split between James and Jason. And it's Erik's birthday, so Erik, they hope wins immunity, and they don't want to go for Erik because it's his birthday. Natalie says that she wants to be nice here.
Natalie says she's like, I'm kind of realizing that I'm a bitch and I like it, and I'm like,
yes,
so do we.
Yes, I love that
so
line.
Do we.
Yeah, the only time she's nice is like it's Erik's birthday, but like she's like, I'm flossing my teeth with Jason's
jugular. Oh.
Yes,
love her.
Yeah. So basically we get to the immunity challenge. It comes down to James and Erik. Erik does win on his birthday. We now are going to get to the Jason blindside. And so Jason is convinced that James is going home. And Amanda and James have this great conversation where Amanda's like to James, I don't think Jason is going to play it. I think you're going to be fine. And James is like, if that dummy doesn't play this up.
Oh, coming from James?
Yeah.
James, the man who had two idols in his pocket. Okay.
Yeah, I love when James says that. James is an underrated, like, funny. We talked about
confessionalist. Oh yeah, great confessionalist.
Kevin and I
One of
talked
the
about it
best
last week, and like, I love James even in this season. Like, we haven't talked enough about James here, but I mean, the merge feast in the auction. He's literally eating bats, and like he's like opening bottle caps with his teeth,
like effortlessly.
Yes,
just like, give me that cup. Here you go. Like
his jaw is strong.
Yeah,
his teeth are. If I did that with my teeth, the tooth would pop out. Like,
the man is a Greek god.
Amazing, huge fan. But then, but then we get to the next episode. Jason goes. We get to the next episode.
Yeah, I think we've talked Jason to death.
Yeah,
Bye, Jason. See you never. Okay.
And then, like, James is at the bottom at that point, right? Like, the girls have taken over.
Yeah.
So James is going to go. But then, like, from a little cut in his finger.
Yeah. You got a boo-boo, okay?
That just keeps getting, like, bigger and more swollen and more infected. And they're finally like, yeah, you have to go. And I'm like, just let him be voted out.
When they show it, it's absolutely disgusting. Like, this man was going to lose his hand.
Right. So, like, I have, like, a little boo-boo from tape on my finger, right? And I'm like, oh man, like, it is very distracting to me to have this little like little bruise from like tape, right? This man has a whole open, like, you can see, like, and it's just growing by the day. It's getting bigger, and I'm like, please seek medical attention.
Yeah.
From my recollection, in Heroes Villains, does James get voted out or Medevac?
He gets voted out, but he does get injured.
He was also injured there, yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets voted out, but then.
Yeah. So
one of the best moments.
This is a great one.
Yeah, so can we also talk about James's dad? The loved ones come out, and James's dad is iconic, where James gets knocked out of the challenge, and James's dad is like, when we get home, we're going to talk about her.
But that's Alexis, right?
Yes, it was Alexis.
I don't like Alexis anyway, so I love that.
Yeah, James's dad needs to be back for Blood versus Water.
Yeah.
This is I think that they knew James was going to get Medevacs, but they let him do the challenge because his dad had already flown out there. That
makes sense.
My theory.
I agree.
But they already knew he was getting Medevacs at that point. And then I did really like that because this is like the touchy set, right? Like this is where in Marquesas they figured out what the pecking order was, and I feel like they do a much better job of balancing that out, so it's not as obvious what the pecking order is.
Yep.
And like, props to them for that because you didn't make the same mistake that they made in Marquesas.
Wait, can someone explain to me why it had to be a final 2 because James got Medevaced?
Because their production schedule, I think. Because
because he was still on the jury.
They probably could have taken something out, or
the
like
competition order, basically. Yeah.
Take one competition and make it an reward to an advantage in the next immunity. Like they could have done something like that, but I think like they're in the end game and they already like had their schedule set. So I think it was because it could have tied.
Yeah, it was close. Yeah,
I don't know what the tiebreaker would have been.
I heard it was fire making. I heard if it tied, they would have had to go to fire making.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Well, so
imagine revealing the tie months later.
And fire making
stage
in nice clothes and everything. Oh my god.
Right.
But yeah, so as Kevin was laughing, let's get to the Alexis blindside. So Amanda finds the idol. She gets sent. Alexis sends her, by the way. Let's just talk about that. Alexis, why are you sending Amanda if you're going to vote her out?
Yeah, it's just dumb. Like, they weren't thinking strategically.
Yeah.
Right. Like, it's very, like, their choices very, like, personal and not strategic. And it's just like, you dummy.
And they knew Jason got voted out with the idol, too.
Yeah.
So, like, they know it's going to be replanted.
Amanda, when she comes back and she doesn't have it yet, and she's like, so she is, like, dumping up that. She's like, see, I don't have it. I'm like,
oh, my God. It's so good.
And then they tell her to her face they're voting her out. Like,
yeah. And yeah, Cirie's like, I'm sorry, Amanda, I have to vote for you because they're voting for you. So.
Right. And Cirie is very much like, this isn't what I wanted to happen, but like, there's nothing, like, it's already, what am I going to do?
Right.
And like, so Amanda has all the information she needs. And when she gets up and twirls it around,
the looks on their faces.
This is where I was like, Amanda's winning the season. Like,
yeah, I thought that too. On first watches, I definitely thought that as well. Cause I'm like, this is Amanda's biggest move. She gets rid of her rival Alexis.
And this is such a like hero thing too, because like this is what we do. We're like, well, technically I didn't lie to you because I didn't have it when I got back from the island. I found it later. Right? Like it's very like I technically didn't lie.
And the editing of the episode where you don't like they don't show the audience that she found it before tribal. So like you're not sure yet if she has it. Like
so great. Second time they've done this after Gary in Guatemala, they don't show you that they found it, and then it's very good. I love when they've done that the couple times they've done it. It's not something I want to see like every time, but the couple times we see, I like it. Did you guys also know the conspiracy theory that it's definitely just a conspiracy theory, but apparently people have like theorized because apparently James, Alexis, and Erik snuck into a production camp. And so that's where Alexis hurt her knee, like walking back from that. And that the conspiracy theory is that they forced the James Medevac and Alexis and then Erik getting eliminated because of the production.
I have not heard that conspiracy because it all plays out pretty organically.
Yes.
So I don't think that, but I have heard that James has snuck into the production camp. Like I have heard that in other contexts. And that's why he hasn't been invited back since Heroes vs. Villains.
Yeah. He also kind of gets fucked off from the community. Like, it seemed like that was his choice.
Yeah. I mean, aside from showing up at Ghost Island's reunion, but like that was the only other time James would show up, and that's literally because his idols were used for the season. But yeah, we'll talk about that much later on. But yes, so Alexis is idled out of the game. Let's get to another one of the greatest episodes in Survivor history, one of the biggest blunders. Erik Reichenbach. Erik, we love you. We can't wait to get you on. But
he's such a sweet baby boy.
Shane and I can't
He
wait.
just wanted people to like him. Okay. Have you ever wanted people to like you before, Kevin? Okay.
Yeah, and then
Everyone's mad at you, and the only way you can fix it is by doing something really stupid. Okay.
No, I've never been that deep in, and it's the whole time. It's just like worshiping Ozzy, that's his game. His game is worship Ozzy, and so Ozzy keeps
And win
him for a
immunity.
while.
Yeah.
And then because he is like he's a runner, he's a track star, right? Like he's good at these challenges at the end, right? So like that's his game. His game is like metaphorically I shouldn't say. I was gonna say suck Ozzy's dick, but I'm like, should I say that? But anyway, and then win challenges. That's his game, and I'm not impressed by that. And if I didn't want him to become, when he was the fan turn favorite, I was like, where's Natalie Bolton?
We're still asking that question today.
So he just gets played. So, and like, it is right up there with Jason. Like, if he does this, that is so dumb. Natalie even says, she's like, he's not gonna fall for this. She's like, I'm dumber listening to this.
If you watch the way they do it, they gaslight him to perfection, and that like the day starts with Natalie like kind of planting the seed, being like, hey, like here's this plan, you know, we can vote out Amanda, but like I need you to show trust first. But like once you get to tribal, Natalie doesn't speak at all. Natalie not once asked him for the necklace. At that point, it's Amanda and Parvati being like, everyone is pissed at you. Everyone hates you. The jury doesn't respect you. They're not going to vote for you. And like, if you don't do something soon, like everyone is just going to hate you forever because you're a piece of shit. And then being like, I don't want to be a piece of shit. What can I do? Like, I want everyone to love me. And then he gives up the necklace because he's a sweet baby boy who didn't know any better. Yeah. And he hadn't eaten in like days. Like, man, I feel for him. He just wanted people to like him. These are people he idolized his whole life. And he gets like, he wanted to, like, he also, I guess, was probably thinking of his TV edit and being like, oh man, does everyone hate me? Like, I don't want everyone to hate me. I just want to be loved. And yeah, they just got him, man. They got him so good. And it was so genius the way they did it. Like, one of the greatest plays of all time. Yeah.
My message to all of you and any other person who wants to play, the people in your life are going to be proud of you no matter what, whether the people on the island think you're an asshole or not. So don't worry about that. Get yourself to the next round. And if you have immunity, congratulations. You got yourself to the next round. You don't have to do anything else.
Okay, so a few things. One, Jenna Maraska was the first to do it in Amazon, and it worked. Yeah. Eric, unfortunately, did not repeat the success, and we'll see it with Brandon again. But
that was
the difference was no one knew Jenna was going to do it. She did it as a surprise, kind of throw them off.
But also, that didn't, like, that didn't make a huge difference.
No, that didn't.
And they already had a plan in place.
To get Christy out,
But yeah, you can tell, like, after Erik gives it up and then he goes to vote, he's already nervous. So, like, if you're nervous, you should have known better.
Yeah, he should have. Also, this reminds me, of course, I've seen it happen in person. My buddy JJ did this in my live games that I used to host, and JJ did it and then won the game off of making a really ballsy, risky move that JJ himself has said is very stupid, and he shouldn't have done it, but it worked. So...
Yeah, the only thing I can compare it to is if anyone's seen Big Brother Canada 9, something similar happens where this girl convinces her showmans to give up his veto to her, and then they vote him out.
Yeah.
And it's so sad. And then play him like a fiddle.
Very Tucker. Like, listen, yes, Tucker and Big Brother, last season of Big Brother, he was like using his veto that he won.
Yeah.
He says, listen, it can work.
Yeah.
For people who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Of which Erik is not one. Like,
if it's your plan and it's something you want to do, they convinced him to do it clearly for a purpose. Like,
yeah. I have a soft spot for Erik being a fellow Michigan boy. But yeah, this was dumb. So
he just seems like such a nice guy.
He is. Yeah. And he actually, so trying to get Erik to schedule for What If with Shane and I isn't the first time I've almost gotten to talk to Erik. Back when I lived down in near East Lansing, Erik had actually, we'd gotten him to try to call me on my home phone at the time, my parents' house.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize you were alive during the days of landlines.
Yes, landline phones, yes. Thank you, Kevin. So yes, he called. Unfortunately, my parents and I were out somewhere, and we came back and got the voicemail on the phone. And unfortunately, I never got to talk to Erik back then.
I'd be really happy to talk to somebody who was on the show, right?
Yeah.
Like you had an experience that I want to have, and that sounds great. But like,
yeah,
I'm not impressed, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So, and then you have whose confessional is it? Is it Cirie's confessional? Oh no, Parvati's confessional. Dumbest move of all time.
Yes. So let's talk about this. So
and
Erik
they show
gives
all the votes too,
Yes.
which they never do.
So you get the jury reactions. You have James being like, "I've lost my right as the dumbest survivor ever." He's like sticking the knife in because it's about to go in. And then you get everybody's voting confessionals. Cirie, my mother always told me,
you beat him with this. But you can beat him with this.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. Parvati saying he's the dumbest survivor of all time in the history of Survivor ever. And so then we get the votes. Obviously, we all know what's going to happen. Erik is shocked that he is getting voted out. And then, you get the iconic lines of, you guys drive me crazy. And then Chet says, that's what I would call a life lesson.
I can't imagine being in the final 5 of a Survivor season, getting totally played by the other 4 people, and then just being like, you guys are so crazy.
Then he comes back, plays a halfway decent game, and gets Medevacs because he's tired.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I wouldn't get up immunity though, so it wouldn't have happened to me, but it's fine. It's fine.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, so let's get to our final finale and our final rankings. So I think we can just skip past Natalie getting voted out. She does get voted out here, but let's.
Yeah, obviously, that's what's coming.
Yeah, unfortunately, but we do get our final 3. So they think it's going to be a final 3 on day 38.
Congratulations, Cirie, for winning Survivor 16. So happy for you. She deserved it. You're a legend.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad. Like, Cirie absolutely gets robbed here.
Oh, yeah.
But also,
they literally took her to the final 3 thinking they were in the final 3.
Yes.
Of all the times Cirie got screwed, like, she had won the season. Like, it was over.
Right.
Like, it was her game. Like,
right.
Yeah.
And production could have just turned, like, the final 4 challenge into a reward for advantage in the final 3. Like could have done, like...
Panama and China literally did it. So
fine. They could have. They decided for the lulz not to. It's fine.
Yeah. So we have the holding. You're holding like the little log things with the marble in the middle, with the handles. And so Amanda also, I think she wins because she also changes her grip up.
Yes.
So that is how she wins. And Cirie, unfortunately, Parvati drops pretty early on, and then Cirie unfortunately drops. I know it's heartbreaking. Also, like, one of the heartbreaking things, we'll get to her final words, but one of our heartbreaking things is, like, her being like, this was like an operating room challenge. If I did this in the operating room,
I knew that at the time. I remember knowing that, watching it, and I was like, oh, Cirie's got this because she does like laparoscopic surgery, so she'll be great.
It's endurance, man. Endurance is hard.
Yeah.
And Amanda's literally crying when she votes her out. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
They thought it was a final 3, and like she didn't think she was going to have to do this, but she knew she had to do this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking Cirie, terrible idea. Why would you do that?
What is this? The traitors? Like, please.
Yeah. Yeah. So then we get Cirie's heartbreaking final words, and she knew that she had this in the bag, obviously. Yep. So it's just really sad. Obviously, you also get a Jared name drop as well. So very interesting there. So let's talk about the Fallen Angel rankings. So as they stand, our top 10, it is Rob Cesarino, Kathy Vio, Rudy, Yau-Man, Lex, Terry Dietz, Ian Rosenberger, Johnny Fairplay, Rafe, and Jenna Lewis. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush.
She's
Cirie
number
is
one, right?
Yeah, she's the new number one. I had her number one. Her game was amazing. So.
I think I had her number 2 behind Rob, but yeah.
I had her number 1. I mean, Rob's number 2, but it's just the fact that like they literally took her to what they thought was the end game, and it's pretty well established she would have won. Like, I used to think it was going to be a landslide, and it seems like it might have been a 3-2-2, which would have been iconic, but she still would have won regardless. So
No, I have her at 3 because I have Tina above her because Tina has actually won from Blood vs. Water, and I have Wentworth above her because I just love Wentworth.
That's very fair. Yeah.
I mean, aside from Cirie just being amazing, like she's a phenomenal player. Watching her on Big Brother, watching her on the live feeds, like getting to watch the way her brain works and how much control she had at any given moment until her son Jared fucked it all up over the course of one day while she was stuck in a canoe with Felicia Cannon. Like, amazing. She is a phenomenal player and just deserves all the love. And I'm so glad that she's gonna. Well, I don't know what actually happens to Survivor 50, but Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Bring it home, Cirie. Bring it home.
We'll see. And Australia versus the world. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, that's right. We got 2.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's get to Final Tribal. So Ozzy proclaims his love for Amanda.
Amanda claims it back. Amanda's like on board. She's like, I know, I do love you too.
Ozzy and Amanda were together for a solid like 6 months after that, maybe a year, and then now they're on really bad terms apparently.
Oh yeah. Like, it's true that she dropped out of 50 because of Ozzy, which Denise Martin says it's true, so must be true.
Yeah, we did not. We needed Amanda Kimmel for a 4th time, not Ozzy for a 5th.
Yeah. And then Natalie has the iconic moment of saying, Parvati, how does that resonate for you in the bedroom? Obviously, Parvati has now since come out as gay, so...
Such an amazing moment. You know, I mean, it is an old standby. And Parvati is, like, clearly flirting with her back at that moment. Like, oh my God. Iconic. Fucking iconic.
Good for Parvati. Good for Parvati. With whoever you want to flirt with, get what you want out of it.
Yeah, it's just funny looking back on that moment now. Nobody knew what was going on at first, and now everybody is aware of what
Jeff is like, I'm sorry, what exactly are you asking here? Like,
Jury's confused, Jeff's confused.
Yeah, Jeff seemed mad about it. Or annoyed, I should say.
Yes.
He was very annoyed. All right, so then Amanda gets called out for her doe eyes. By Eliza, which Eliza talks about wanting to kill herself because of listening to Amanda. So that was very okay, Eliza.
Yeah, and then you have Eliza in the voting booth for like an hour, just like I don't know, and then like according to speculation, it was almost a tie. Like she voted for Parvati, she almost voted Amanda. It would have been 4-4, and then from what I've heard, it would have been fire making. Like, I don't know if it would have been on the island or at the reunion, but it would have gone to fire making.
I wonder, it probably would have been, because they know the votes, because they have the camera in the voting booth. So, like, in Ghost Island, when they knew it was a tie, and so they revealed the votes there, knowing it was a tie, and knowing Laurel was going to have to do the tiebreaker, like, they probably would have revealed it and done whatever it was then.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to our finalist and winner rankings. So our top 10 right now, as it stands, is Boston Robin All Stars, Ozzy and Cook Islands, Colby Donaldson in Australian Outback, Kelly Wigglesworth, Stephanie LaGrossa, Amanda Kimmel in China, Courtney Yates, Nalia, Kim Johnson, and Twyla.
Justin for Twyla.
Yeah, this is the top 10. For me, Amanda's Micronesia game, I have 4th out of 81, losing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought her game in Micronesia was really good. Still, obviously, I think she could have done a lot better at Final Tribal. Still,
I don't even think she did that bad at Final Tribal. I just think Parvati did so well.
Parvati played a better game.
Parvati, and watching it, knowing she's winning, you can definitely see Parvati's game. It is very good.
Yeah.
And you can see the flaws in Amanda's game. But, like, watching it live, I thought Amanda had this in the bag. Even James says it. She has it in the bag. Like, and I was totally like, yeah, she has it in the bag. Like, Amanda, she just made it to the end twice, 2 seasons in a row. She's so good at this. She does have, I think it's Cirie's question when Cirie is like, why should Parvati beat you? And I think that question is where it flips, because I don't think Amanda's doing anything wrong. Like, Parvati's answering questions well, but like Amanda's not doing a bad job. But I think that particular question, I think, is like, because you see Eliza go, like, oh, that's the part where that's where
Amanda screws up. Yeah.
That's where Eliza switched.
Yeah.
In China, did Amanda come in second or third? She came in second, right?
Third.
She came in third.
Yeah.
She got Erik Huffman's vote.
Oh, that's brutal.
Going in, she was probably going to win. If they didn't do final tribal and just voted, I think she probably wins that. But yeah, she ended up in third.
Yeah, behind Courtney and Todd. Yeah.
I feel like she played a better. Like, I haven't seen China in a while, but I feel like she played a better game in China because, like, the thing is, like, she was part of the Black Widow Brigade, but like she was involved in the Ozzy Blindside. Like, the necklace thing really was a group effort, and I'd say of the four, she maybe did the least of the four.
That's
like, I don't know how much you can really attribute to her in Micronesia.
No,
Parvati was like,
she did some, like, she was convinced, like, because
the idol play is great. She did do the idol play, and that was a great move on her part.
And she convinced somebody to, like, convinced Erik to send Parvati at Final Five. Like, she did. Yeah. She did play. She did make some moves. She did do some things. Parvati just shines. Like, she just does so well at Final Tribal. It's like, I would have been convinced too, even though I was voting for Amanda going in.
Yeah, for me, like, I feel like Amanda was a little more active overall throughout the whole game than Parvati, where Parvati would come out, like, so strong and have her moments and then coast a little bit, and then come out again and then coast a little bit, where Amanda was, like, always at the same level. But, yeah, I rank Amanda's losing game here as number 5 out of 81. Yeah, I mean, I have Parvati above her. I
don't have my list in front of me. I have no idea where I put Amanda.
Yeah,
I have her at 3, just below Rob in All Stars and Russell in Samoa.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Amanda Kimmel's Micronesia game is now the new number 4. So Amanda's now on this list twice. She is underneath Colby Donaldson and above Kelly Wigglesworth for Micronesia.
Why is Colby so high?
I don't have him that high in my rankings, but I think.
Listen, I renew my. I need to talk to some of these people in this chat room because.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Wait, Kevin has opinions about things? No.
Strong ones, Brandon. Strong.
Yeah. I'm shocked.
Opinions.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our winner rankings. So the top 10 as it stands, it is Todd Herzog, Yul Kwan, Richard Hatch, Sandra Diaz-Twine, Pearl Islands, Tom Westman, Earl Cole, Chris Doherty.
I literally put him last just to try to bring his average down.
Tina Wesson, Vesepia, and Ethan. That's our top 10.
Ethan is pretty low on that list.
Yeah, I was a little shocked, but for me, I have Parvati as 16th overall for winner rankings.
Oh yeah, she didn't win Heroes versus Villains.
No, her Heroes versus Villains game I will have much higher. But Micronesia, like, she did a great job. She was a huge part of this season. But if I'm looking at, like, the dominance, and she did dominate in a way, but also, like, she got very lucky this season that she wasn't the first boot if Fairplay didn't lead the game. So I think that's where I kind of mark her down mainly, is that she was almost the first boot. So
I think when I did winner rankings, I didn't vote based on their winning game. I voted based on their legacy and them as a player. Parvati had to have been top 5 for me. I don't remember where exactly I put her, but she's my favorite player of all time and arguably one of the greatest Survivor players of all time, if not the greatest. Like, she's the GOAT. She's just so good with people and getting people to do what she wants to do and understanding people's intentions and just every facet of her game other than a physical one. And despite even a physical one, she wins competitions too. Like,
she does.
She has it all, and it's not just the men. Like, she's good with the women. Like, she is the total package. She's very intelligent. She is very self-reflective. Like, she understands who she is and what game she wants to play and what she will do to win, and she's okay with that. And that makes a great player, someone who knows who they are and is willing to use every tool in their toolbox to win the game, and that's what she does every time. And also, she's just beautiful. I'm in love with her. Oh, Parvati.
I have her overall at number 13. Keeping in mind that there are some very dominant players, like Natalie's my number 1. I have Sandra and Heroes vs. Villains high. Like I have Kim and Todd high. Like there are some very dominant players. But like I also kind of have mine kind of separated into like a top 16, a middle 16, a bottom 16 because there was 48 at the time. So like she's in that top group.
That makes sense, Shane.
Yeah, for me, I have her at number 11 overall. I used to have her higher, like top 5, and then I realized I was putting her high because of her legacy and not because of this game in particular. And when you look back, like, this is a great game. Like, 11 out of 48 is great. And, like, the top 15 or so for me, they're really interchangeable. But I think, like, coming into the season, her legacy was, like, nothing. After winning, I think her legacy was like pretty good and definitely a top tier winner, but not like the greatest player of all time or anything. Heroes versus Villains Final 10, that solidified it, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
And that really like made her what she is today. So like, I'm ranking her game here just based on her game here and where she was at the time, and for that reason, that's number 11.
I think Parvati winning was really important in Survivor because, like, you just had Todd who played this really devious game and was able to explain it well and wins the game. And then the very next season, you have Parvati who also cut people left and right, like made these bold moves and wins over Amanda, who was really the more loyal player. And, like, you know, you look back on, like, you know, All-Stars when Boston Rob loses to Amber, or I'm blanking on examples in between Stephanie LaGrossa losing to Natalie Boatwright, you know, Danny Boatwright, whatever. I'm adding stuff together, but I'm saying that like it was important for like these players to win so that like you can see that like juries respect his gameplay. And then obviously, you know, that's going to lead to like Russell Hantz down the line who loses, but like I think it was an important step in the winners of Survivor, and that like you can play this cutthroat devious game where you make these big moves and you can still bring it home, you know.
Agreed. Parvati is the new number 1.
Yes.
Yeah. So so Ethan got knocked out of the top 10, and so that's where we stand right now. I anticipate this will be our top 10 at least for another week. But
hey, I love me some Bob Crowley. Okay, that's my boy right there. I
love Bob. I've met him and he's great, but I don't know. All right, season rankings. The top 10 right now, it is Pearl Islands, China, Borneo, Cook Islands, Australian Outback, Marquesas, Amazon, Africa, Vanuatu, and Panama. Micronesia, I have 7th out of 48, so I think it's a great season. I do think some of the pre-merge, like I think the swap episodes aren't. It's not that they're bad. I think they're important stepping stones for the season.
They're not as exciting. That end game is so good. I think this is definitely going to be in the top. I think it's going to be in a lot of people's overall top 10s.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so
easily. This is going to be. This is going to be a high.
This is a top 5 season. It's a top 3 season. Like I think in the rankings, I'm guessing this is going to end up being number 3 behind China and Pearl Islands, but I put it above both of those seasons. China's great. I love Micronesia. Like it's so iconic. You have all these great characters. You have Parvati, you have Natalie, you have Amanda, you have Cirie, you have James, you have Jonathan Penner. Like, Fairplay for an episode. Like, you have everything you could want. You have the blindsides, you have the necklace thing, you have, like, everything you want from a season you get in this one season. Like, oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah. It's amazing for many reasons, and then it was so important for, like, the evolution of Survivor, too, with, like, blindsides, like the qualities in a winner now, like you were talking about how like now we have Todd and Parvati back to back, where this really shifts like the types of games that can win. Yeah, I have it number 2. It's behind Heroes and Villains. I always assumed everyone had these 2 seasons as the top 2, but apparently
Heroes and Villains is number 8 for me.
Oh no, I have Heroes vs. Villains as 1, but I don't even
know if Heroes and Villains was in my top 10.
I have Cambodia up real high because I love Cambodia, and San Juan del Sur because I love.
Yeah, Cambodia is really high up in Miletta's versus Gen X.
I love Natalie's endgame run in San Juan del Sur. So
we'll see where those land later. But for the rankings list as it is now, Micronesia is now the new number 1.
Yay! It beat
Yeah.
it beat Pearl Islands. That makes me happy. I think Pearl Islands is criminally overrated in so many ways.
Oh my God, Brandon.
Happy to be here, Jake. Thanks for having me as a guest. I'll see you next week.
All right. Well,
Say more outlandish things, Brandon. God.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Oh my God.
I thought Chris Doherty's name being mentioned would get Kevin the most upset, but I was wrong.
Pearl Islands, I think, actually wasn't in my top 10 when I did my rankings.
Oh my God. All right. Well, let's. So Panama's out of the top 10. All right. Favorite male and female player. Male, I'm going to go with James. I think James is underrated as a soundbite again. I love even the moment earlier on where they're doing the puzzle and he like figures out, he's like, I can't be the one to solve the puzzle. I'm a dumbass or whatever he says. Like, James is great. And again, his dad is adorable. So and even like he wins fan favorite for the second season in a row. And then like he's talking about how his dad is a sweetheart at the reunion. And like, I don't know, like, and talking about the stories of making people happy. Like, I like James a lot. So I'll go with him there. And then female, I'm going with Cirie, because it's Cirie and she was robbed in this season and she is an amazing player. So I have to go with them.
I forgot we do this, so I'm coming up with this on the spot. But for male, any season that Penner's on, he wins my top spot. I love Penner. He's my favorite. Like, he's my favorite character in Survivor history. He has such big moments. His fight with Cirie and their fight at Tribal, just like he does not hold back. He's so much fun. Like, when he's like they're telling him he has to be Medevac, and he's like, "Are you sure though?" And they're like, "Yes, like you're gonna lose your leg." And he's like, "Yeah, but are you sure?" And they're like, "Yeah, no, you gotta go. Like, you are not medically cleared to play this game." I love Penner. He's so great, so iconic. Even only the 6 episodes he's on. Yeah. And then favorite female. You know what? I'm gonna go outside. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pick an outside pick here because obviously I would say Parvati, but I'm gonna go let out of the box. I'm gonna say Tracy. I feel like she really shined in the few episodes she was in and like had so much potential as a player and like really tried to make moves and tried to make things happen and just did not get that opportunity. So
yeah.
Overall, I think the males leave a lot to be desired this season.
Yes.
So I think I'm also going to say James just because he's one of the few who I think is playing it. He's not playing a game that's going to get him to the end and win. Once Ozzy's voted out, like, so he does get outplayed, but he's one of the few who's like Ozzy's game is win challenges and demand loyalty, right? Like most of the fan men are just there. So James for a male. I think for a female, I mean, shout out to Amy, who's one of my personal just all-time favorite players. I love Amy. But she doesn't get a lot to do this season. And like the way she goes out, like crying and like swearing she's going to be loyal. No, you weren't, girl. And they did. That's up. So I can't make her my favorite this season. But shout out to her. I think I'm going to go with Amanda just because I was fully bought in 2008. I was like, Amanda was winning and I was shocked when she didn't.
Yeah. For me, it's not original. So I'm going to copy you, Jake, and say Cirie and James. Cirie, because like she's actually my favorite in the season. Just like the moves she's making, like her confessional. She's this very likable person. Like, how can you not root for her? And James, it's just the guys weren't that great. So like out of all of them, it's him. I mean, I'm tempted to say Yau-Man, but he was barely there. So like
all he does is shove Fairplay's head into the boat. So, like
iconic.
Yeah. All right. Last question. How did this season contribute to the evolution of Survivor?
Playing around idols, blindsides. Like the fact that we had multiple people who had immunity still getting voted out, like brilliant. And as a fan of strong, independent women, I don't think we've had an all-male Final Four, but we have had an all-female Final Four, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I think in terms of like format, you know, like you had the all-returnee season, you had all-stars, and you had the 2 players returning, which is a little bit odd. But like the half and half, I like the half and half format. I mean, it has often, you know, landed in the favor of the favorites. I only tried that format again once, but they've tried on like Big Brother's done it before. I like the half and half format. I think it balances it in a way where like it could possibly go either way, and then obviously the favorites get ahead. But I thought it was interesting, especially because they did a swap so early, so like they did get the mix and match.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I think to answer this question, you kind of have to listen to everything we just talked about for the whole podcast.
Yeah,
it was because this season is so important for Survivor. But I think aside from like the idol blindsides and all that, and like some of the innovative strategies, like we mentioned, kind of the qualities in a winner, like you're now shifting how people are viewing the game. I think Todd really started this evolution in China, where if you were like devious and evil and villainous, like you're not winning the game. It's like the nice people win. And here Amanda was kind of like on the nicer end of things. And also Amanda was the one where they kept being like, if she makes it to the end, she's going to win. So we got to vote her out. And she pulls out her idol. And then she makes it to the end and they're like, oh, you're a terrible player, blah, blah, blah. But also the fact that Amanda is the first player to make the final twice and do it in a row, like I think that's big for the evolution of the game too.
Yeah.
One of very few people to make it to the end twice. Does not hold the special distinction that Michelle does anymore, but did at this time.
Yes, agreed. For me, it's like we've all said, the blindsides, the women coming together, the Black Widow Brigade, as this episode is named. I mean, they are one of the greatest alliances in Survivor history for a reason. They manipulated the hell out of this game and destroyed all the men. So, like, yeah.
All men must die.
Yes. And so just like all of that, and we wouldn't have a lot of the greatest blindsides, the greatest moves in Survivor history without this season. And so it's iconic for that. And I do love that about it.
And because Penner gets Medevacs, he gets to come back for Philippines. So
yay!
We all win.
Yay! And be the best returnee in that season. So.
Wait, there were other returnees on that season? Oh boy.
Well, there was Russell Swan, and then
I'm joking. Yeah.
All right. That's it for Micronesia. Next week we got the memeiest season of all time. We got Survivor Gabon.
I'm so mad I'm not here for Gabon. I wish, but I don't have time to watch the whole season in a week. Unfortunately,
I've met Bob several times at
same.
Over the Edge. Bob is a wonderful human being. He's also someone who's very involved with Survival Challenge and the greater like Survivor community since being on the show. I love Bob. Bob's great. Gabon, not something I was interested in watching again. I will not be here.
Yeah.
Oh, Gabon top 5 season easily.
It will be
disagree. Slight disagree there.
It will be Kristen and Austin, I believe. So at least them. So we will have them with us to talk about Gabon. We'll talk about Sugar and Randy and Corinne.
Oh my god, I'm such a Randy Bailey fan. This vote is strictly personal, lives rent free in my mind.
Yeah. Crystal Cox and Kenny, and Ace, and a bunch of other people. Maddie, like we got a bunch of fun people to talk about, chaotic people to talk about. So we'll talk about that next week. So we'll see you all next time on the Tribe of Nerds.